vicious. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible.
Okay, Coach. Well, after the season ends, the Chargers most likely moving about 12 miles north of here. But for now, we've got football at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
We got this.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll bring up second down. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. On third down, Brissett. Crabtree has it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. Check 53 flag. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. Out of the gun, Brissett. Josh Doxson's got it, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Trump. 955. 955. Hey, eat. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Now Taylor to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Now Taylor. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Brissett on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett looking deep for Hilton. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Brissett now. He completes this one to Mack. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. The Chargers going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts as he'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Being chased out left. Space to maneuver at the 40. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. On first down, it's Taylor. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Throwing again. Taylor escaping the pressure right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. I smell fear in that offense.
To throw again is Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first and 10, Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Vinatieri's kick is good. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Here's Taylor. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Not to that. Let's go. Echo. 53. Mike, 53.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, Brissett. Ebron caught left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Eric Ebron.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Brissett. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. Let's go. 53 at the mic.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On second down, Taylor's throw incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Allen. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Taylor now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
53 is the mark. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun. Taylor gets it to Gordon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Taylor.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Steps away to his left. That's complete. It's Gordon. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. It's Eckler again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, If you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the off.
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 35 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, here's Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Let's go, baby.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Taylor. And his throw here's incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
First down, Brissett. It's hauled in by Doxson. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Mack. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. To throw, Brissett. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Colts 22, Chargers 7.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Taylor able to get this to Gordon. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason.